Some of the best yin yoga teachers I know are loud, fast-talking vinyasa teachers. A soothing voice was never the qualification for teaching yin yoga, but a skill set is. I'm Sage Rountree. I help yoga teachers build confidence and develop sustainable teaching careers. And after 2 decades of training teachers, I have heard this one over and over. I'd love to teach yin, but I am not the yin type. Today, I want to take that belief apart because it's costing good teachers a class that their students are already asking for. By the end of this video, you will know the 5 skills that actually make a yin yoga teacher good. And you will see that every one of them is learnable, whatever your natural volume is. If you want to test this using a real sequence, I made you a free download called the 20-minute yin sequence. It's a complete class plan with the exact words to say. It's in the description. The picture in your head of the yin yoga teacher with the feather-soft voice and the essential oil aura is a personality. It's not a qualification. Here's what students holding a 5-minute pose at their edge actually need. They need clear, honest guidance from someone paying attention. They need a coach, and coaching is a craft you can practice. Which means the question was never, am I the yin type? The question is, have I built these 5 skills yet? Most of the discomfort in a yin class isn't physical, it's surprise. Students who don't know what's coming brace against it. So you can tell them in your regular voice, in yin, we are down on the floor the whole time. Props are going to be your friends. The practice can be sweet or it can be really spicy. You hold the cards. Everything I offer you is a suggestion. It is never a dare or a personal challenge. Then give every hold a shape. Say, we will be here 5 minutes. Use the first minute to settle, the middle to observe, the last to notice what's changed. There's no incense required, just clear communication. And this is where teaching knowledge beats your temperament every time. Teach your students to tell tension from compression. Tension is the stretchy, tuggy feeling of tissue lengthening that can adapt over time. Compression is bone meeting bone. No amount of effort or ambition changes it. So we change the shape instead. Give your students the volume nod cue. You should be only mildly aware of the target area in these first few breaths. Trust that the time will turn up the volume for you. And coach the warning signs in plain language. A dull, tuggy ache is okay in yin yoga. That can be the work. But anything sharp, shooting, or electric, or the sense of your limb falling off to sleep means to move out and rebuild the shape. One more way to coach the edge that has nothing to do with your voice. Describe where the pose operates instead of what it should look like. Alignment is pretty irrelevant in yin yoga, and giving a long menu of variations can paralyze the room. So for Sphinx pose, you would say, we are looking to apply stress to the lower back, maybe some opening across the front of the hips and the chest. And if you want to hang your head down, a stretch for your neck. You'll name the target region, and everybody in the room can build their own version. That is expertise delivered in whatever voice you happen to have naturally. Every yin classroom contains 2 recurring characters as students, and I promise neither one of them needs a lullaby. I learned these archetypes from my yin yoga teacher, Paul Grilly. One is the Black Knight from Monty Python. Remember, 'tis but a flesh wound. The Black Knight treats every hold as a personal challenge and pushes past the appropriate edge. It's turned up to 11. Your job is to rein that student in, to dial that student back, encourage less depth, add more support. Reminder that in yin, deeper is not better. The Panda Bear at the other end of the spectrum lounges, all comfort, no target sensation, essentially napping in shoelace. Your job there is the opposite invitation. Help that student find an edge worth attending to. There's the same 3-part process for both. What we do in every yin shape, we find the appropriate degree of stress. We settle in and stay a while. We just coach it from opposite directions. Reading the room and adjusting per student, that's just teaching skill. That is not personality. It's not God-given talent. Here's the part that can scare the talkers. Let me make it mechanical for you. You will use more words at the start of class and at the entry into each shape, and then fewer and fewer as the room settles. When you feel the urge to fill in the quiet, the sound of your voice, and the deep pearls of wisdom you have to share, close your mouth, Take 3 slow nasal breaths and run through these 2 acronyms. Wait, why am I talking? And waste, why am I still talking? In Yin Yoga, the silence is the workspace where your students do the practice. You do not have to perform your way through it. You don't need to become a quieter person. You just need to know when to zip it. Become a teacher who chooses when to speak in service of the lesson. A few standards for the room can do more for your yin class than any amount of twinkly light ambiance. Catch your newcomers one-on-one before class. Ask them whether they have done yin yoga before. If so, what did they find challenging? If not, give them 30 seconds of expectation and level setting, and that will save them the 60 minutes of bracing they would do when they don't know what's coming. Skip the manual assists. Students are typically parked at a pretty vulnerable edge, and a well-placed prop or demoing an alternative shape visually will serve them better than putting your hands on them. And stay out of moving through the class during the long holds. Just be a steady presence at the edge of the room. That reads as calm, even on days you don't feel calm, even if every day you don't feel calm. And please end on time every time. Your symmetrical shapes in Yin Yoga are the way that you can fine-tune your timing. They give you a buffer. You can shorten them or you can stretch them so every yin class lands exactly when you promised. None of this craft requires a soothing voice. All of this requires attention. And attention is a skill you already train every time you teach and every time you practice yoga. So which character shows up more in your classes? Is it the Black Knight or is it the Panda Bear? And be honest, which one are you on your own mat? Please tell me in the comments. If you want to try exercising these skills this week, grab the free 20-minute yin sequence in the description. It includes the exact entry, midpoint, and exit language, so you can borrow my words until your own arrive. And if you feel ready to build the full skill set, the physiology in plain language, have a complete pose database, receive done-for-you lesson plans, get a swipe file of what to say during every hold, and earn 20 Yoga Alliance CEUs, that is exactly what my course Fundamentals of Teaching Yin Yoga is for. The link is below. You don't have to change who you are to teach yin well. You just have to learn and practice the craft. And you have learned harder ones than this. For the full class recipe, watch my How to Teach Yin video right here. I'll see you in the next one.